I know I put out a video about flicking leeches out of your life. Okay. Uh, I want to make a follow-up video to that. And one thing that I've noticed with people on my channel is a lot of people that come to my channel tend to be people that really give. They give a lot in their connections. They're very empathetic. They're very compassionate. They have no problem with commitment. And some of you are frustrated, I think rightfully so. Some of you have been in connections where you feel like you've given your all, and it's like, when am I going to get the treatment that I deserve? And that's not just relationships. That could also be like career and money and, being able to live in a body where that is healthy and like you feel confident and um but one thing I want to say is, and I think this video is just, I want to make an encouraging video. Um Again, taking into context that like people on my channel are such givers, right? You guys already know what it's like to give your all to somebody or something, to sacrifice yourself, to place the focus outside of yourself. And I know some of you are struggling to bring the focus to yourself, to sit down and do the meditations, to sit down and build your beliefs. And a part of that is your body's resisting it, right? Because you're trying to adopt beliefs that your brain has no evidence to support. But the point that I'm trying to make here today is you already know what it's like to give yourself fully to somebody or something outside of you. So you're capable of doing it. And in the video that I posted about like flicking these leeches out of your life, okay? I was really being overt in the sense of like there's no excuses. A lot of you know what you need to do. You know the beliefs you need to adjust. You know the people you need to remove from your life, and you're not doing it for one reason or another. You're making excuses, you're pacifying treatment that you know you shouldn't pacify, and maybe a part of you is scared. You're scared of actually changing. Um, because I think, yeah, it can be a little bit scary too. Like you can want something, but like, am I actually going to let myself have it? Am I actually going to go through this change? Right? Which is a totally human response. Okay, let me just say that. But I'm gonna really, really push you guys in a very loving but firm way to get very real because you can create these changes in your life. And you deserve to create these changes in your life. And you already have it in you to give your all to people, places, and things outside of you. It's time to redirect that energy to yourself. And you can do it. You really, really can. You do not have to settle in any area. I don't care what anybody says online. I don't care what terrible dating advice there is. I don't care because people are just projecting their experiences and their beliefs and they're casting blanket general narratives onto society. You don't have to settle in any area of your life, but you do need to apply yourself. You do need to put in the mental effort to build good beliefs, and then you actually have to embody those beliefs and be willing to remove people, places, and things that are not congruent with that identity and trust yourself and trust the decisions that you're making and advocate for yourself. You know, I know that content can be really useful. A lot of you are going through so many circumstances, so even having a video like this can be a bit of an escape. You hear me talking about this, you see my confidence, and I'm not trying to like pat myself on the back, but it's nice. It's nice to hear somebody encouraging you. But what really matters is when this video turns off and you're going about your day, are you actually stepping in and making those adjustments? Or are you, you know, going halfway with yourself and lying to yourself and then, kind of sort of applying yourself and then, you know, Not being fully honest and then coming back and be like, why is nothing changing? Because you're not fully applying yourself. And I'm not talking about over assuming blame for people's crappy behavior. I mean, actually addressing the beliefs that you need to address within yourself and making a genuine change within yourself and removing whoever and whatever you need to remove from your life in order to fully step into that identity where you're no longer settling, where you're no longer over assuming blame, where you're no longer pacifying bad treatment, where you're no longer trying to earn people's love, where you're no longer playing into any games with anybody. You are fully deciding who you are and what's occurring in your life. And you're willing to bet on yourself and remove people because you know you're going to get what you want. Whether it's that person changing and coming back treating you better or attracting in better people, places, things, and experiences. That's real application. Not this, let me entertain this person over here, even though they're not really what I want, but I'm going to try and build. No, we're done that with that. Not let me take this job, even though it's not really what I want and it's not giving me the pay that I know I deserve. No, we're not settling. Now, I can only make this amount of money. I can't do any better than that. No, you can build your beliefs. You can build up your income. You don't have to settle in any area of your life. Is it going to take persistence? Yes. Can you do that though? Yes. And you want to know how I know you can do that? Because you've already given your all to people, places, and things. You already have it in you to be consistent with everybody and everything outside of you. So you can do it, but it's time to really direct that energy here. Okay? So this is just my video of encouragement for you. And again, these videos are nice, but what really matters is what you do when this video ends.